Ah, that view over the city from her reassuringly expensive house in the hills. An early morning swim before breakfast. She enjoys the good things in life. Welcome to episode 8 of this vehicle showcase series. Today we're going to look at the vehicle this lady drives. Now you'd expect something expensive, you'd expect something showy, and you would be right. For this lady drives a Baller ST, at least in game that's what it's called. In the real world, this car is modelled very strongly on the Range Rover Sport SVR Ultimate Edition. This is the real top-of-the-line Range Rover Sport with an obscenely powerful 5-litre V8 petrol engine and all manner of luxuries. You're probably thinking that such a pricey vehicle comes in a large range of colours, but in fact it's a limited edition from the Special Vehicle Operations Department of Jaguar Land Rover and comes in just 3 colours, and I do think this solid gloss Mayo Blue is by far the nicest, and it's the one used on most of the press and demo vehicles. The Range Rover Sport is a short wheelbase vehicle, but you'll notice here the Baller ST is a long wheelbase vehicle. This is one of the major changes that Rockstar made, I think, to keep the vehicle license free. For our little drive today, our protagonist will take us first to the casino where she will gamble some of her excess wealth, and then she's going to take us to look at some more budget options, some cheaper ballers you can buy in GTA Online. Although it doesn't have the same V8 burble as the real version, it still sounds decent. It drives pretty well. Just the usual caveat with any SUV, it's big, it's heavy. If you don't brake enough for the corners, you will simply go straight on or understeer into the scenery. Like this. She is a little disgruntled at not winning a single cent. In fact, she lost quite a lot. Hence a little bit of Fast and Furious here. And then onward to have a look at one of the cheaper options you can buy in the game. The Baller ST we're looking at is not bad value, between $600,000 and $900,000 roughly, depending on whether you have trade price or not. But if you don't have that money, but you want a classic British icon in your garage, well, you could consider just getting the standard Baller, which we're going to have a look at now. Here it is, very classy looking vehicle indeed, and you can pick this up for just $90,000 from Southern San Andreas, or in fact get one free off the street and just pay the insurance on it. Out of interest, here is an earlier Range Rover Sport. You can also get these free from the street. Okay, off to the nightclub to look at one of the other ballers available. This is the Baller LE. There's 4 in the game. Armoured and non-armoured, normal wheelbase and long wheelbase. Mine happens to be a short wheelbase armoured version. These cost a bit more. They're available from Legendary Motorsport. You can see the prices here for the normal wheelbase versions. It's about half as much again for the long wheelbase versions. Overall, the ST is the fastest of all of the ballers by about 4 miles an hour in top speed. It's also the quickest of any of them round a track because it simply has better handling as well. However, do note that it's nowhere near the top of its tree. The fastest car in the class is the Lamborghini Urus, or the Toros in game. Here's a brief look at my second one in my tuner garage, so you can see you can have a more wild look if you want. There is tons of customization available for this vehicle, all sorts of liveries, all sorts of stuff you can do. Let's have a little look now at how I customized this one. I went with the painted rear bumper, xenon headlights. For the paint, the classic Mariner blue with a surf blue pearlescent, don't worry about the secondary paint. Then a carbon stock roof with the carbon lip spoiler. For the wheels, track wheels, Super Luxe, painted in black. You don't need to lower the suspension, I did, it's probably wrong. Light smoke on the windows and a frost white interior. Everything else is standard and performance as you want to do it. I give the car 4 stars for looks. I'm taking a star off primarily because it's so close to an SVR and yet they made it long wheelbase. It doesn't sound quite as good as well. For driving, 3 stars. I'm unlikely to give an SUV more than that simply because of the cornering, but it does drive well for what it is. Value is obviously 5 stars if you picked it up free at Christmas like I did, but even so I'll still give it 4 stars. There's a lot of car there for well under $1 million. I can't go 5 stars because of course you can pick up something similar from the street as we've seen. Here's a couple of bloopers that occurred during the making of. I hope you enjoyed this review of a top of the range British SUV, and as always, thank you so much for watching.